Welcome to Canada. We are starting our journey. 20 interesting facts about Canada. Canada spans 9,984,670 square kilometers and comprises 6 time zones. Canada is home to the longest street in the world. Yonge Street in Ontario starts at Lake Ontario and runs north through Ontario to the Minnesota border, a distance of almost 2,000 kilometers. While we are talking longest, here is another record. Canada has the world's longest coastline at 202,000 kilometers. A bear cub named Winnipeg was exported from Canada to the London Zoo in 1915. A little boy named Christopher Robin Milne loved to visit Winnipeg, or Winnie for short. His love for the bear cub inspired the stories written by his father, A.A. Milne, about Winnie the Pooh. The Canadian motto, Amari Jusque et Mare, means from sea to sea. Toronto's Rogers Centre, formerly known as the Skydome, is home to the largest Sony big screen in the world, measuring 10 meters by 33.6 meters. The BlackBerry smartphone was developed in Ontario at Research in Motion's Waterloo offices. The Big Nickel in Sudbury, Ontario is the world's largest coal. It is a huge reproduction of a 1951 Canadian nickel and measures 9 meters in diameter. Canada has twice been invaded by the USA, first in 1775 and again in 1912. Actor Leslie Nielsen is Canadian. His brother Eric was the Deputy Prime Minister of Canada for 2 years, from 1984 to 1986. Canada holds the record for the most gold medals ever won at the Winter Olympics, taking 14 golds at the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics. Sandy Gardiner, a journalist with the Ottawa Journal in the 60s, coined the term Beatlemania while he was writing a story about the Beatles. Canada was named through a misunderstanding. When Jacques Cartier, a French explorer, came to the New World, he met with local natives who invited them to their Canada, the word for village. The party mistakenly thought the name of the country was Canada or Canada. The Mounted Police was formed in 1873 with 9 officers. In 1920, the group merged with the Dominion Police to become the famous Royal Canadian Mounted Police, which today has close to 30,000 members. Canada is home to approximately 55,000 different species of insects. Montreal is home to many beautiful churches and is often called the City of Saints or City 100 Bell Towers. Ontario is believed to be home to the world's smallest jail, which measures only 24.3 square meters. The Hotel de Glace in Quebec is built every year using 400 tons of ice and 1,000 tons of snow. Every summer it melts away only to be rebuilt the following winter. Canada is only desert in British Columbia is only 15 miles long and is the only desert in the world with a long boardwalk for visitors to walk on. Famous Canadians include Pamela Anderson, Leonard Cohen, Avril Lavigne, Keanu Reeves and Jim Carrey. Now 10 cool facts about Ottawa. In 1857, Queen Victoria of Britain chose Ottawa to be the capital of Canada. The name Ottawa comes from the Algonquin word Adeva, which means to trade, so it's always been an important business center. Ottawa is the 7th coldest capital in the world. Others that are colder include, in order of coldest, first are Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia, Astana in Kazakhstan, Moscow, Helsinki, Reykjavik in Ireland, and Tallinn in Estonia. In winter, the Rideau Canal in downtown Ottawa becomes the longest skating rink in the world, 7.8 kilometers. There are 4 different seasons, though with temperatures ranging from 33 C in summer, average is 25 C to minus 25 C. Average is minus 10 C. Nearly half the population is under the age of 35, making it one of the youngest cities in the country. There are more than 14 museums in Ottawa, but the Canadian Museum of Civilization is the most visited museum in Canada. There are 35 major festivals in Ottawa. The Canadian Tulip Festival, held every May, is one of the most famous. The beautiful GTA Laurier Hotel is said to be haunted by the ghost of Charles Melville Hayes, the president of the company that built the hotel. Hayes died on the Titanic 12 days before the hotel's opening. Visitors to Ottawa can stay in a hostel that used to be a jail in the 9th century. So we done our journey. See you guys next time.